Welcome to the KDFL Fantasy Football Podcast, very special championship edition. And I am joined by the king of Nocatee himself, Mr. Matt Smith. How are you?
Doing good. It's a beautiful new 2022. 2021 was a rough, crazy year for a lot of us. Babies being born, kids, multiple moves, relocations, but that's all in the past. 2022, let's bring it.
We have never missed an episode, and I wanted to give the people what they wanted. It's championship weekend in the KDFL. So in this episode, we're going to recap the semifinal round. It's also the championship of the Golden Goose. So therefore, we are going to do a draft or a discussion of our two favorite champions and our two favorite, we'll call them gooses for PG ears. And then, of course, the preview of the championship. First off, let's go back to playoff round 2. We start off with my Melbourne Mega Powers taking on everybody's favorite loser, the Dogtown Dobermans. Dak comes out with 35. Allen and Burrow combined for 76. It's a dream for the Dobermans, but it's not enough because Mega Power legend Mark Andrews, Mark Andrews scores 27, and the Mega Powers scored their highest total of the season as they win 256 to 228. Some people just show up for the big moments. Next, we have right now, their last couple games is the Boboli Bearded Bastards taking on the Elkview River Rats. Trade target Chase Edmonds scores 27 for the Bastards. We have a defensive leading scorer. We know what that means. Mr. Whitehead for the River Rats, never a good sign. He scores 22. And trade target number 2, Ronald Jones, scores 16 as the Bastards win a close one, 212 to 207. That sets up a Mega Powers Bastards Golden Goose finale. Next, we have the actual playoffs semifinals where the Evil Empires are hosting the Lumberjacks. Mixon with 32 for the Evil Empire. Nick Chubb scores 27 for the Lumberjacks. That's about where the fun ends for them, though. It's a solid all-around performance for the Evil Empire as 12 players, 12 score or at least 12 or more. Absolutely playoff form for the Evil Empire as they win 265 to 177. The Phil Doza line once again eliminates this man. Finally, we have our defending champs, the Gamblers, hosting the Midnight Riders. It's a rematch of last year's title game. Justin Jackson comes in huge off the bench for the Midnight Riders with 32. Rutrow, number 2, another defensive scoring leader for the Gamblers, Buda Baker for 23. And finally, it's the trade deadline target of Devontae Adams, scores 37 and gives the revenge to the Midnight Riders as they win 267 to 185 and advance to their second straight KDFL championship. And that is it for your KDFL playoff round 2. Mr. Matt, what are your
Beautiful
thoughts?
Beautiful recap.
That was very good.
I just want to apologize to our listeners about any wind, which it's a very warm, sunny, about 80 degrees.
Yeah,
I'm at the beach, North Point of Vedra. It's a little tiny bit windy, and I know Brett's a little farther south. It's a tough flight down here, everyone, in January while everyone else is in West Virginia. But just wanted to apologize for that real fast.
If I start sweating, forgive me. Yeah. If I start sweating, forgive me.
No, but congrats to the Thunder Buddies. But we all know the real championship this weekend is the Florida Thunder Buddies. So I know we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yes, sir. It's what's going to drive the ticket sales this year. It's like when the United States played the Russians. It's like when the United States played the Russians. It wasn't the title game, but it mattered more. All right, it did more for the people.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is going to be an abbreviated episode. We had tons of scheduling conflicts, issues with holidays and people traveling. with people traveling and whatnot. So, but we wanted to get an episode in the can. So here we are now. Our drafts of we're gonna both take what two of our favorite champions and two of our favorite
Goose champions.
Goosh bags, maybe.
Champions, yes.
Champions.
Mine are
oh, they have to be champions?
Mine are. Yours don't have to be. That's what I was trying to elaborate earlier.
Okay, I don't know if one of them is a champion. One of them is a champion or not, but I can make it work.
We're good.
All right.
Okay.
So, take it away. I'll give you first pick. You can take either order or whatever.
All right. I'm gonna let you guess my first goose.
No idea.
I'll give you a little bit of.
It better
stats.
not be LeBron.
No, starting QB with 2 Super Bowl victories, and he's number 7. He's got 2 Super Bowl victories.
Oh, Elway.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought you would guess. But no, he is the starting QB for the Washington Sentinels. Eddie Martell. I've got 2 Super Bowl famous quote. I've got 2 Super Bowls. You'll never be more than a replacement QB. And the guy's just certified douche 100% throughout the whole movie. A great guy to hate. And just I think he's just got to be there.
That was an absolutely outstanding pick. I didn't know he even won 2, and I guess that quote is the only way you would know he won 2.
Yeah, well, and just throughout the whole movie, he kind of elaborates on how amazing he is. But I think it's how amazing the parallels is with him and John Elway. I never put that together before today.
I thought we were taking digs at Detroit early in this one.
Yeah,
that's Detroit's like hero.
Oh God.
Martell. Remember the flipping of the truck? That's the best part. They flip his truck over.
Yes, he did. And they start shooting. Amazing.
All right, so you went fictional guy first. I'm gonna go fictional douchebag as well here. I've been back. I've decided to forgive past transgressions and get back into Game of Thrones. I'm rewatching, and I have to say, probably the most hated. We'll call him the champion of Westeros for a bit. King Joffrey. This is absolutely the worst human being in any fictional. I think I hate him more than Ramsay Bolton. I think I hate him more than that. Just absolutely given a million chances, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if anybody else agrees with this. He looks like he was CGI in a lot of the show.
He does.
I don't know why, if it's his skinny arms or how he moves. He looked like he was CGI for a lot of the show, and that freaked me out. So King Joffrey. I just went past that time, so it's fresh in my mind. I just went through the choking and all that.
I thought about Game of Thrones too, thinking with this thing, and I was going to say Littlefinger. I didn't even think about Joffrey, but Littlefinger, the whole, he's got a very punchable face too.
He does, but I respect his
very
scheme
conniving.
Game. I respect his scheming game. Joffrey does nothing. He brought nothing to the table.
You watch it, You watch it a second time and you realize how much Littlefinger actually does. But watching it the first time, you truly hate the guy. All right, I'll go with champion right here. We're each picking 4, right? 4 total. Right?
Oh God, yes. Okay.
You're about 2 and 2. Yeah. I'll go with greatest champion of all time. Greatest champion of all time. The guy practically ended the Cold War. He's got 57 wins, 51 knockouts, 23 losses, and 1 draw. And for him to not be brain dead, it's amazing. He is the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa. Greatest champion of all time.
I really did. If you gave me guesses to your picks, I think I would have got to Rocky in the top 5 of your picks.
He's great. He's got a statue in Philadelphia. How many other athletes actually have a statue in Philadelphia?
Fictional athletes with statues.
Yeah, he's greater than life. True champion.
All right, I'm gonna keep following your lead. I'm gonna go with one of my champions, personal hero of mine, idol. 14 championships, countless world records. I'm going to go with Mr. 4th of July himself, Joey Chestnut.
I would not have put that there. I would not have thought about that guy.
It's the most dominant athlete of our era if you do championships to appearances.
Yeah. There's an
76
asterisk,
hot
though.
dogs. What's the asterisk?
Kobayashi got banned.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. But look, 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's the record currently, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's some other world records. Let me throw at you. 53 soft tacos from Taco Bell in 10 minutes. How about 120 Twinkies in 6 minutes? How about 55 glazed donuts in 8 minutes?
Amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal. Let me ask you this to spur a little conversation here. If you could, if you had to compete in one, I think we may have talked about this a little bit. You have to compete in one eating contest that you think you'd do the best in food-wise. What is your pick?
Oh God. Oh man. I'm trying to think of a certain. Will you give me yours and then I'll think of mine?
I think I'm gonna go. Cheese curds obviously would have to be high up there for me, but that I feel like it'd be hard to count.
I couldn't do.
I think I'm gonna go McDonald's cheeseburger. I think I'm just gonna go McDonald's plain cheeseburger.
I could go Taco Bell soft tacos. I could absolutely demolish those.
Those are very
Taco Bell
slammable. Yeah. How close do you think you could come to? What was it? 55?
And how long?
No, he did 53 in 10
time
minutes.
Limit?
10 minutes. How many do you think you could get? He did 53.
Tacos?
You think you could do 20?
I could do at least
you could do 20
in
10 minutes?
Yeah, I definitely so. I would go towards 30.
I want to know how many
McDonald's
plain cheeseburgers.
Three tacos in 1 minute. I could do that.
Oh,
I got it.
Oh.
Cheeseburgers is way more breading. Way more bread.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I could do 15 McDonald's plain cheeseburgers in 10 minutes. We'll see. I do want to. We're going to test this one day.
You'd have to have a lot of beverage with you to get all that bread down.
All right, give me another one here.
All right, I'll do my last douchebag. It's another fictional character. I definitely wanted to choose LeBron James or Tom Brady, but the more I get older, the softer I get, and I respect their game a little bit more. They're still douchebags.
Somebody clip Matt saying the older he gets, the softer he gets. All right, go ahead.
I will go with another fictional character. The man has 2 state titles, 22 district championships. He is the head football coach from West Canton, Texas, the Coyotes football team. The number one douche. I mean, this movie was a little before his time. Billy Bob has a concussion, and he makes him play the whole game, and it makes him keep playing every game. And then Lance Harbor, R.I.P. Paul Walker, giving him the anesthetic shots on his injured knee and just ruining his career. He'd probably made the NFL and done all kinds of amazing things in life. And we saw what happened to him in real life. So it's all because of those shots.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. He's such a hateable, for a sports movie to have someone that hateable.
So hateable.
I think about the Mighty Ducks opponent head coach. He was kind of hateable, but I kind of respected him. This guy was an absolute idiot, though.
He didn't do as much business stuff. The Mighty Ducks.
Right.
But yeah,
it was just all about winning with him. Yeah. Oh, but though he did have the guy. Oh, they had it. Okay, so I'm the only one with a real person, I think, for this.
Viewers watching this, look at my background real fast. I mean, what's happening?
The stables are out in Nocatee. I would like the fans of Bavoli to realize that this man's already left town. He doesn't even head in the game for this championship. All right, now.
I was going to talk about later, but a quick thing on that. Bavoli promised me tax dollars, and they didn't give them to me, so I immediately abandoned their stadium hopes, and I had to move a little further north to a more promising city.
Billionaires are. A great man once said, "How about billionaires pay for their own effing stadiums?" All right.
Yeah.
I don't know why. When I think of athletes I hate, he just came top of mind. And I know this is way off the wall. I'm gonna go with Jose Canseco. I can't explain the way his
Oh,
brain is mesh, and how he ruined baseball.
Oh, and the Barstool fight too.
Barstool fight where he just mails it in. It's just like every time this guy has a chance to do something cool and awesome, his tweets are so weird. The A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez obsession. When I think of a real life douchebag, Jose Canseco, the home run off the head over the wall, that's the only time he's ever made me laugh, ever brought a smile to my face. Without him, we'd still be launching home runs 800 feet. Bonds would have maybe 900 career home runs. He might still be playing right now. Absolutely crazy. Yep. We want the dingers. So there you go. Yeah. Not my best pick,
that's
but
a good one. I agree. Especially with the Barry Bonds comment. Yes. That's a huge San Francisco Giants Barry Bonds fan. So. Yes. All right, so we got one more into the champion. I'll definitely do my bias to you here. The greatest champion of all time. He might not have the most championships in the world or anything, but he's got a lot. He's got 5 of them that you can name. One of my kids' name may be named something sort of like him. Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Stupid helicopters. I'll never ride in a helicopter again. I'd say he's the greatest champion of all time because he does not have the naturalness of LeBron James and the Michael Jordan.
All work ethic.
The dude definitely, work ethic, 24/7, never quit. The Mamba. I know Timbo the King would agree with me there probably, but that's the greatest champion of all time for me personally.
I mean, I love it. Now, from one legend to another, this was I was put up to this. Okay, this is not me. The greatest champ in KDFL, Bear, 2 titles, and then he retires.
I don't even know this. Yeah.
He retires, and I'm told to read this note from a fellow Dunbarian that said, tried to set up Matt for success with plundering his own team. Matt could have had to inherit quite the awful team that may have rhyme with drum, his team, but instead he gets to pick off Bear's team by exploiting the busted. But now we've squandered it. He tried to set you up for success as best he could, and now we've squandered. Now we're in the Goose Championship versus me. Quite the fall from grace. Bear.
Hey, no, 3. I've been in the league 3 years, and I'm going for a championship for the a trophy for the 3rd straight year. So
I love it.
It is what it is.
The trophy is up. Who cares? Irrelevant what the trophy is up.
Exactly. All right. Got to get all those trophies as much as you can.
Shout out the legend Bear, KDFL inaugural Hall of Famer. All right. Are you ready to do our predictions?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's start off. 3rd place game. We have the defending, now not defending, champion Gamblers over the Lumberjacks. To be honest, I barely even knew this game was happening. Take it away if you have any thoughts or cares, because we know that this isn't the highlight.
Yeah, with all due respect, he gives a crap about this game. I mean,
with all due respect, I'm going to say something disrespectful. Yeah.
I'm just going to say Phil's going to lose. Phil sucks, and he just fell apart. His trades and just. I mean, I happily sold my team. Detroit sells his team, and Phil thinks he had a shot. And look at him now. It's a pathetic 3rd place game. And he's not even going to win it. So congratulations. You get nothing at all this year, and you don't even get a medal.
And you like
so
it.
Good job, Phil. Yeah.
That's right.
Way to go.
Here's the thing. I would pick the Lumberjacks, but I have a feeling that their communication in Wake Forest is about as good as their GM's communication about whether or not he could do a podcast. So therefore, I'm sure they're in complete disarray. QB problems. You got Matt Ryan up in the cold in Buffalo. Trevor Lawrence, who the heck knows? I like the Ayuk matchup with Houston. I like CeeDee Lamb getting Arizona. Give me the Gamblers to finish on the podium for the 2nd straight year. Now, next up, Golden Goose. The reason why the people buy tickets to the dance. I promised Dunbar a championship. I didn't specify which championship, so I did come through for the City of Gardens. Let the record show. You are guaranteed the son of Dunbar to have a title this year. So I'll go ahead and let you give the first pick here. It's going to be wrong.
the trophy this year is 100% dedicated to the city of Gardens, the hub of the Kanawha Valley, Dunbar, West Virginia. Okay, so Boboli starts out this year. If you all go back and rewind, listen to the first episode of the year, I think it was almost unanimous, besides Phil's hatred, that I was going to win the championship this year with the three-headed monster of Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, and Alvin Kamara. Who would have thought? I have a better three-headed monster heading into the Golden Goose with Chase Edmonds, Ronald Jones, and Darrell Williams. And to go along with Hunter Renfrow and the amazing Derek Carr, the Raiders have a playoff game today, basically. Boboli wins 100%. It's not even going to – the projections are close. But, I mean, for Melbourne, the two running backs are Brandon Bolden and Devontae Booker. Devontae Booker was cut from Boboli earlier this year because of how much of a bum he is. But good luck. Good luck.
Did I hear Devontae Booker revenge game? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Look here. Look here. 2 QBs for Melbourne. I'm 1-0 when Trey Lance starts. That's just facts. That's the number. I've been playing. We've talked about all year. I've had to play with one arm behind my back. 5 wins when any lesser man would have now had more than 2. So we're operating at full steam in the quarterback position, and that's what we're supposed to be built around. I'm worried about Darrell Williams for you having a humongous game for Kansas City. Absolutely terrified of that. The projections are dead close, like you said. I do think this game might be decided on the defensive end. So, of course, I'm bringing a championship to Melbourne in my inaugural season here. Also, here's a fact. I'll be the only Triple Crown champion. The Debbie League, RIP, already won that. We're not even going to talk about that on this podcast. It's a league that should have never happened. I had to win it to end it. The KDFL Championship 2016, this guy right here. And now the Golden Goose coming home to the biggest goose bag in the league, some might say. So next up, we have our championship. It's the Tummy Sticks title game. Absolutely awful. Who wants to watch this friend off? Even when they try to insult each other, it's the most unbelievable thing you could ever see. But here we are. They did make it, so kudos to them. We have the Midnight Riders trying to avoid a Buffalo Bills start if they lose 2 straight championships, and the Evil Empire going for their 3rd KDFL championship. Go ahead, take it away.
I mean, it's pretty funny looking at the projections for the championship game versus the projections for the Golden Goose. They're both projected to beat us by like 50 points. But Marmot's 253.4, South Hills 260.8. This is a couple hours ago. It may have changed a little bit. I mean, Marmot's receivers are absolutely ridiculous. Rogers is playing the Vikings. Justin's got Jefferson out. I'm not sure how that game will go. I feel like the Vikings, we talked about this last week. I think the Vikings could be undefeated this year, but then a touchdown in every single game. But then I look at Jeremy's team. You got you got the Chiefs and Bengals playing each other, and Jeremy has Mahomes, Mixon, and Jamar Chase. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game, and if it is, I don't see how South Hills loses. And Jalen Hurts is playing the amazing football team, which just gave up 50 to the crappy Cowboys. So I think South Hills wins, but I do think it will be a shootout with South Hills getting their 3rd championship.
All right. I get that. I get all that. A lot of this has been made about Jefferson losing Cousins, right? So his value, and that might slow down Green Bay on the other end if they don't have to put up a bunch of points. That game is absolutely, obviously, the most crucial. There's one game on each side. You already hit on it with the Bengals and Chiefs for the Evil Empire, as well as the Vikings and Packers for the Midnight Riders. Now, I love it. I hope the game. I don't know how it can't be, unless one of them just absolutely falls flat on their face. But I think this game. I mean, isn't that the Monday night game? Am I wrong?
It's Sunday night.
Okay, it's a later game.
It might be Monday. Yeah, it's a later.
It's not an afternoon slate game. Okay, so I'm gonna love if this championship comes down to that game. That's my hope for this championship. If it does come down to that game, and they got the whole league watching one game to decide it. We'll absolutely love it. I do have worries for Jefferson because of that, though. I do have Mixon. Is he going to continue to just dominate? He has been absolutely on fire, and he's been on fire, and no one's really paid attention to it. I feel like in fantasy circles. But all that being said, I can't have the Evil Commish winning again. So, in the spirit of the new year, in the spirit of letting emotions take over, I'm going heart over head, and I'm taking the Midnight Riders to finally get that coveted championship. All right, so we'll wrap up here. We'll wrap up. It's been a much better quality. I hope at least from our conversation, it's been a much better quality episode than I ever thought this would be.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it translates to the actual video.
Might be a little windy at times, but most of the time it's not.
Yeah. Real quick, upset of the week, lock of the week. I nailed the Bears, and I nailed the upset as well. The Bengals, right? Yes, the Bengals. I've been on fire lately. My upset of the week are now like 8-2 on the season. If you'd bet all those, you'd be rolling in the dough. You might be able to afford the house that the king of Nakati has behind him there. If you would just simply bet on my upset of the week every week.
Yeah. No,
yes,
definitely
my house. That's a fact. That was his horse that walked by. Okay. What do you have? Do you have an upset of the week?
Yeah, I do.
Or no, lock of the week. You go lock of the week first.
Lock of the week is my new beloved Jacksonville Jaguars getting so much hate. They're plus 16 and a half against the Patriots. I don't remember a spread ever been that high. The Patriots suck. They proved it the past couple of weeks. They're not very good. Are they even going to? I can see the score being 10-0 Patriots. I don't see it being 17-0. So the Jags plus 16 and a half. Yeah. It's a huge spread for that game.
Yeah, I love that pick. I love that pick because I don't think why are the Patriots going to have to score more than that? Are they not just going to take their foot off the gas if they get up 10, like you said?
Yeah, are they going? Yeah, are they really going to shut out the Jags? I don't think that happened.
Right.
That's a huge spread.
I like that pick. We definitely have an absolutely terrible track record trying to pick these huge spread games, but not the king of Nakati. He doesn't.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me your upset.
The upset. I got the Dolphins +3 against the Titans. Like they're gonna win.
Okay.
Right?
So
they gotta win. I got the Dolphins to win. The Dolphins to beat the Titans. Continue their game winning streak. Yeah, I got that.
Look,
upset of the week. Dolphins over the Titans.
I just did. Very nice. Like I said, I've been on fire. I just did a little prelude to it. I said this is an emotion overhead episode here. John Madden, RIP. Absolutely devastated. I don't know how you're not all over the Raiders +8 against the Colts. Carson Wentz is getting way, way, way too much love. He's been solid, but they're acting like he just solved his whole career this past week. No, give me the Raiders. Give me the points. RIP, John Madden. Boom. And for my upset of the week, I have.
Hold on. I hope you're right on that. Y'all have heard my conversation about the Colts, and I don't trust the Raiders at all. But
When's the last time I took the Raiders? When's the last time I took the Raiders? The game after John Gruden. They had the perfect opponent. They were on the road, which was perfect, and they beat the Broncos. They beat the crap out of them. Now, Big Ben. Upset of the week. Another emotional pick. Big Ben's final game in Hines, and he's a 3-point dog to the Browns, who he dominated his whole career, who have looked very sluggish on offense for a while now. No, give me the Steelers beating the Browns. It's a must-have game for both teams. And the Browns just no. Give me the Steelers. Big Ben going out like a king that he is, a beautiful king that he is. So that's it for our first beach episode. It's championship week in the KDFL. I want to thank the king of Nakati, Matt Smith, for coming in the clutch and putting this together with me here. Thank you, sir. Any last words?
No, just remember when the football team changes their name, that's when I change my name. We can do a special beach 5-minute episode for that conversation whenever it happens.
Absolutely love that. So, for Matthew Smith, for Brett Steele, for Mr. Phil Bruxy, wherever he may be, for Mr. finally having to work a day in his life, Jonathan Detroit Haynes. We will see you next week where we will have our final episode of the season, possibly our final episode ever, where we will announce our champion, our Golden Goose Victor as well, right here on the KDFL Fantasy Football Podcast.